Hello, I'm Monique Forcier. I am a spiritual coach, and I wanted to chat with you today about the emotion of frustration because I recently had a little incident with frustration that I thought was a really interesting thing because it wasn't very clear to me what was going on in the beginning. So I was doing some research on frustration when I was like in the midst of it, and I love sharing kind of like what I'm going through. So I wanted to share with you all. Frustration really is just a side effect of stress. I mean, we all have stress, right? A lot of times, it can really be caused by us having expectations or goals that just don't come about, or if we have an action or effect we're really working on that just doesn't work out as we expect. And this just recently happened to me. I was video recording some kundalini yoga classes for an online platform that I'll be launching soon, and like the video paused, it like stopped recording, the sound was bad, and I mean I was going on this for like 6 hours. I had to start and stop the class a couple times, and I was just like, what the heck? I have done really hard things in my life. Why is this so challenging? Why am I like not able just to create this crazy video? I didn't understand, and I was just like upset. That morning or that night I went to bed and I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I just had these intense feelings, just like anger and frustration. And I was like really hard on myself. Like, what is the matter with you? Why can't you do this? Just screw it. I kind of had like some catastrophizing thoughts going on. So what I decided to do was to really sit in meditation and sit with these feelings because it's not my normal feelings. And I was just sitting and thinking about it. And I thought to myself, after I was just cleared my mind, like, why would you think this should be easy for you? You've never really done this before. Sure, you've taught yoga before, but you've never really recorded before for an hour and 15 minutes. And why are you thinking that this would be hard? So I really recognized I had some like outdated thinking that maybe wasn't serving me. And at the root of it was frustration. And that's why I really wanted to talk about it, because I know we all deal with frustration. Frustrations can just be caused by like daily hassles. Finances are a huge thing for a lot of people. Conflicts in relationships can be super challenging. Sometimes world events. I know, like, I don't like to watch the news a lot because I don't want to get like overwhelmed or frustrated. Work-related problems. Side effects of frustration can be like aggression. You know, you kind of have this buildup of like pent energy. You can get depressed, kind of like I was like down on myself. I had poor self-esteem. I was like, what is the matter with me? That sort of thing. And then you can have like unhealthy behaviors such as coping skills. Like maybe you're drinking more than you should be because you're just feeling frustrated because things are just not going the way that you think they should. They're going the way they should, but not the way you think they should, right? So there's some, when I was researching this, I was like, that's great. Now I understand what's the matter with me. How do I get out of this? And so some of the things that came up when I was researching it was just noticing the mood. So it took me a while waking up at 3 a.m. to actually realize what was going on inside of me. And then I had to remember, oh, wait, emotions are fleeting. But then I also wanted to sit with the emotion and understand, like, what was the key here? What was the thing that was causing me to be so frustrated? Why did I think I should be doing such a good job at something that I'm new at? And once I sat with it, I was able to get to my like patterns and my thoughts about myself and how I think I should be. And that was really helpful because it was kind of like, oh, hello, you're not perfect. I mean, I think sometimes I like to be, but no, I'm not. So, and then like if you have a frustrating experience or interaction with another person, empathy is really the key to getting out of that. Just having compassion for another person, that's huge. And because frustration is like a side effect of stress, you can do some stress response or stress like strategy skills, things like going for walks, phoning a friend. I like listening to mantra music. I will a lot of times just focus on my breath, just bringing myself back to breathing, because then it's something I can just really like lean into and helps me relax. I like to journal or write about my feelings that are coming up so that I can kind of like formulate what is actually really going on. Sometimes I'll like, to get myself into a better mindset, I'll smell an essential oil to just kind of like just be in the present moment and get myself into my body instead of into my thinking. You can always talk to a professional. I'm a huge person who loves therapists. I think they are great. And, you know, one thing to remember is when you get stuck in this stinking thinking, that we are not here on this planet by ourselves. We are tribal. We are tribal in nature, and we need to reach out to community. If you get stuck, reach out to someone. They want to be here for you. We are all here for each other. So not that we need to just, you know, like bitch about our problems. That's not the point. The point is just talking to someone sometimes really, really does help. If it's a friend or a trusted confidant, whatever it is. So that's my research, and that's my little story about frustration. It's kind of a thing that is just going to keep happening in our lives. So I wanted to really understand and get some tips for myself and for everybody else and share. I hope that you enjoyed this. I know we all struggle with it. We're humans. It's not going to go away. It's more about just bringing awareness to what's going on within ourselves, and then also having some skills and tools in our toolbox so that we can handle life, right? If you're ever interested in working together, because I do coaching, I do energy work, I teach yoga, please reach out to me. I'm here for you. I hope you have a fantastic day. Much love.